I want to be a teacher so that I can make a difference. My whole life, I've always been passionate about helping people, and specifically children, and helping them grow and develop into the people that they have the potential to be. And I firsthand want to be participating in the development and growth in young children for the rest of my life, because that's where I feel like my heart is at, and I feel like my most passion is there. As a teacher, I plan to work one on one with students and build relationships with them and their families. That way, it will be a teamwork for all of us, because it's so important for children and their parents to feel like their teachers truly do care about their personal lives and their success. And I feel like that's the most important thing being a teacher. I mean, yes, education is so important, but building these relationships and showing the children that you care is so important, and children need that. Me specifically, I want to teach kindergarten, and that really sets the whole basis of how they're going to view school for the rest of their lives. I mean, this is their first year that they're starting school. They have all these mixed emotions about it, they don't know how to feel. And my plan as an instructor is to make these kids feel comfortable and bring happiness and joy into the classroom so that they are excited to come to school every single day. And through that, I will be able to grab their attention with learning and help them learn and make a difference in their lives. Because if you're the type of teacher where your students are not excited to come into your classroom every day, they're not going to pay attention to what you have to say. And if they're not paying attention, then they're not learning. In my opinion, the best way to teach is by hands on learning and active engagement. That is just so important for young children because their minds wander so much, and it's hard to grasp their attention and keep it there for a long time. And so you must switch up on the different activities. You have to cater to different learning styles to help each individual student. And that is how I believe I will be successful as a teacher, because I look at the student as an individual rather than the class as a whole. So I feel like that will help me cater to each individual's needs. Becoming a kindergarten teacher is how I'm going to set up my classroom. I plan to make it super colorful and super inviting so that the kids can enjoy being in the space that they're in, because there's nothing worse than going into a boring classroom with just white walls and nothing hanging on the walls, no colors, especially for kindergartners, because they want to see lots of different things. They have the biggest imaginations, and I plan on using my imagination to make this a welcoming place and a wonderful environment to help these kids focus and learn, and to give them a sense of comfort. And I feel like that will help them respect me more, because they'll feel more comfortable around me and they'll enjoy the space they're in. And so that's the one thing I'm the most excited about. But as a classroom setting, I plan on first having the kids demonstrate respect to one another, to myself, and to everyone as a whole. I mean, if you teach these kids how to respect the janitors and the principals and their parents and each other, then they will carry out these traits for the rest of their lives. And that's so important, to instill these manners in them, because a lot of the times they're not getting it from home, and you don't realize how big of a difference you can make. I also plan on incorporating technology in a way that children will actually enjoy it. While I was at my partnership schools, I noticed that whenever it came around time for kids to do their iReady, that they just really did not want to do it. They were not excited for using the technology. They truly did hate it, and a lot of the students were not paying attention. They weren't getting their work done, and I really felt like it was more of a waste of time rather than being helpful. And so, as a teacher, I plan on making these technology activities fun and doing it as a class rather than just one student sitting at a computer screen with headphones in and doing their own assessment. I feel like if we figure out a way to incorporate some fun into it, then they will actually enjoy what they're doing and they'll get more done and learn more. I feel like that's going to be the biggest struggle for me because, I mean, it's hard to make technology interesting for young children, especially when they're trying to figure out where they stand with their academics, when they're taking these placement tests and things like that. It's really hard. And so, as a professional, I'm going to have to figure out ways that cater to each individual student's needs to where they are going to be interested in this technology. I also plan on allowing the kids to sit wherever they want. That's not really something that you find very often in elementary schools or even in middle schools and high schools. I feel like the biggest thing to developing a child's brain is for them to develop independence and feel like I trust them. If they feel like I trust them, then they will trust me. And that's so important as a teacher. And so I plan on letting my kids choose where they sit, as long as it doesn't become an issue, and giving them that type of freedom. And I also plan on having different group activities where you have to switch up with your groups, and sometimes you can choose groups, you can choose partnerships. I want the students to be able to learn to work together in different environments with different types of people, whether you like them or not, because that's how the adult world is. You are always working with people, and everything is a teamwork. And so I feel like installing these certain characteristics and mannerisms in these children will help them for the rest of their lives.